The GPortfolio Tracker Pro isn't just a tool for you to generate portfolio reports. It can also help you calculate payoff in options trading and a lot more. It stores data about your options trades and it calculates your options P&L, which is also integrated with your portfolio report, so you can check your performance of not just your stocks, but also options. It's easy to compare your performance in stocks trading versus your options trading, and I think this is an important piece of information for any trader or investor. If you want to be more proactive about your portfolio management, you must learn options. Options can be used to provide leverage. It can also be used to hedge a stock position. You can also sell options to generate income. Obviously, options trading comes with risks. But if you're deliberate about managing your risks, options can be a viable path to long-term profitability. The GPortfolio Tracker Pro gives you a comprehensive collection of tools from payoff calculation, detailed P&L calculation, options portfolio report, position Greeks, etc. First, let's take a look at the Options Data tab. This is where your options trades data are stored. The Trade ID column is already filled in for you. The Trade ID is a unique number given to a particular trade and is used to pull data into the Options Workspace tab, which I'm going to show you in a moment. This will also be used to save the data that you have typed in the Options Workspace tab back into this tab. Let's head over to the Options Workspace tab. This is where you input details of your options trade. So first, let's pull data of the first option trade that I've made into this tab. Type in 1 in the Trade ID box and click Load. Now it shows the data that I've previously put in. Just like the rest of the spreadsheets, cells highlighted in blue are the ones where you input data. The Trade Profile panel contains the basic information about the trade, such as the Trade ID, the ticker of the underlying, the account code, the name of the broker, and the strategy. All the info here will be used to generate our options portfolio report. Then, in the Open Position panel, type in the details of each specific leg. You can type in up to 4 legs, which some strategies like the Iron Condor require. Here's an example of a short put. I've typed in the date in which I opened the position, the price of the underlying when this position is open, the number of contract, the strike price, the expiration date, the premium per contract, and the commission per contract. Since this is a short put position, I've put in a negative number instead of a positive number. Once you put in the details, the break-even and the P&L you get for opening the position is already calculated for you. The premium to strike ratio is there for you to see how much premium you're getting for the strike price, or how much premium you're paying if you're long an option. So this might be one data point for you to consider whether you should go ahead on this trade. For the break-even of the entire trade, head to Breakeven Analysis. Let's go to the Options Value panel. This is where you input the implied volatility of each leg, the risk-free rate, and the dividend yield. For the risk-free rate and the dividend yield, you only have to type it in once because they're going to be the same across all legs. If the stock doesn't pay any dividend, just type in 0. The call price and the put price are the fair price of that particular option based on the Black-Scholes formula. Keep in mind that these prices are for reference only and will most likely differ from the actual bid and ask price of that particular contract. Now let's head to the Settings panel where you can control the payoff diagram. The contract size might differ across different countries, but it's always 100 for American options. Then type in a number where you want the x-axis to start, and a number for the chart increment. In this case, we're going for 0.5 as the stock price is relatively low. If you have an underlying position, type in your cost basis and the position size in the underlying position panel. This allows the payoff diagram to display the underlying payoff and the total payoff of the trade. Some traders consider option Greeks to be important data points. Therefore, we've provided the position Greeks and a payoff diagram overlaid with various Greeks, which you can toggle using the checkbox to show or hide. The P&L is shown on the left axis, and the Greeks value are shown on the right axis. Let's head to the Close Position panel. This is where you input the data when you close the trade. However, before you close the trade, you can also use this panel to calculate the P&L under all possible outcomes, such as option exercise, assignment, buy to close or sell to close, and expiry. Simply select each scenario using the drop-down menu to see the resulting P&L. A trade will only be considered closed when you input the close date. Now let's assume that I close out this trade on the 29th of December 2021 when the underlying price is at $21 and the premium is 50 cents. With a commission of $1, my final P&L is $78.28 for this trade. When I'm done inputting the data, click on Update to save the data to the Options Data tab. If you'd like to make any change to a particular trade, simply use the Load button to pull data from the Options Data tab. Make the changes, then click on the Update button. Any unsaved changes will be lost, so make sure you click the Update button every time you're done editing the cells. If you'd like to see another entry, simply type in the trade ID in the Options Workspace tab, then click Load. The data of that trade will be pulled to the spreadsheets. If you want to start a new entry, simply type in an unused trade ID. To see your options trading performance, go to the Options Dashboard tab, where you can see a summary of all your live trades in the Live Trades panel. You can check the change in the price of the underlying here, and the change in the market value of your options trades here. Short options that are currently in the money will be highlighted in red to alert you of any potential early assignment. Long options that are currently out of the money will be highlighted in red as well. To check your overall positioning, go to the Directional Bias panel, where strategies are categorized into bullish, bearish, neutral, short volatility, and long volatility. The Cash Collateral Requirement panel shows you how much cash you should be holding to be able to meet the cash requirement of your trades. Please note that the numbers here are for your reference only and will differ from your broker's cash or margin requirements. To see an analysis of your options trading performance, head to the Performance Metrics panel, where you can see the total P&L from the inception of your portfolio, your P&L by the latest 12 months, and your P&L by strategy. You can also look at the chart to gain insights as which strategies are the most profitable and the most unprofitable. So that's it. If you need to know more about the GPortfolio Tracker, simply head to gportfoliotracker.com/FAQ or leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.